Hi everybody, this is Tom with Culture Chat. So today, something very exciting has happened in the last few days, which is there's been an announcement that Schmigadoon, which was a show on TV which has been made into a musical, is now having a run on Broadway. So Schmigadoon, if you don't know, was a short-lived TV series, only 2 seasons. They say there is a third, but it got canceled before that point. The Each season, the couple who is backpacking lands in a different parody musical universe. So the Schmigadoon is based on Brigadoon and every other Golden Age musical you can think of, where they have familiar songs and a parody of that song. It's lots of fun. In the second season, the couple went to Chicago and it was darker, and I think maybe that's why they got canceled. I don't know. I don't know what the third season was, but the musical is based on the first season where it's Schmigadoon. It's very bright, it's very fun. Um, the problems are insane, and it's it was good. It didn't cross over to the mainstream. It was sort of an Apple TV special thing, a little bit like Ted Lasso in its first season, where it didn't really catch on, but it really took off in the second season, as far as I know. So Schmigadoon, don't. What I'm trying to say is, don't think of it as a failed TV show. It wasn't. It was very. It had great numbers, and the musicals had great numbers. Had a very short world premiere at the Kennedy Center, and now it's announced that it's going to Broadway. So you think maybe it's just for musical theater people, but the way it is structured, the way it is directed, it's lots of tongue in cheek. It's a lot of familiar Easter eggs. It's a lot of familiarness, and it has a lot of appeal. So even if you know some of the songs, the words have been changed, so you don't have anybody in the audience singing along, which happens in Broadway musicals, because it's all so clever. And it goes at a rapid pace, so you really can't miss anything. And like a lot of the pictures you see going past you, race and color and everything does not matter, which I think is tremendous. And I think that you should cast it that way. So they have someone like Jaime Camille from Mexico as a dad, but his daughter is a different color or a different race. It doesn't matter. It's this fantasy world. If you don't know the musical, the original Brigadoon, a couple is backpacking or hiking in rural Scotland, and the fog clears, and a village appears that only appears every 100 years. This isn't quite like that. They can get back and forth across the bridge, um, sometimes when they want, sometimes when they don't want. So, and I think the trick is there's a lot of tricks to it, but they basically can't leave unless they leave with each other in a happy place, that kind of thing. And my nose is itching because I've forgotten all the details. But the point is, I want to make a short video this time instead of a long one, because you probably already know this piece. And here's the real clincher of this video. They have announced they're opening in April, in spring. Great. It's light, it's fun. We really need that on Broadway and in new musicals. Parody works. Look at the success of something rotten. Excellent. And Xanadu, excellent. Huge numbers. When you think something is maybe a cult sleeper hit, it may not be. It may be much more popular than you think. And Schmigadoon, much like the last one, which was Smash, which was also a TV show that was canceled after a few seasons. Schmigadoon is a better title. It's much more fun. It's much more accessible. Um, it's just chipper and fun, and the bad things that happen because of the nature of their universe, it will sort itself out in a very interesting way. So I am very proud of the producers and what they're doing. Broadway's having problems, other theaters are having problems, the economy, you know all that already, no matter what country you're in. And they're opening in April, but they're doing a limited run, and it's closing in September of the same year. No matter what, you can tell they don't expect to recoup their money. They're playing the long game. Even successful musicals on Broadway right now, despite their long runs, over a year, over 2 years, have not recouped all the money they put into it. So instead of just hoping for the best, like a lot of musicals do, they are doing the necessary thing. It's opening on Broadway. What we make is what we make. Hopefully it'll work. And then it's being released into the world. Schmigadoon at a community theater, Schmigadoon at a regional theater, Schmigadoon in a high school theater. This all makes all their money back. How long? I don't know. Remember Newsies, when it first came out, did something like this. Something like this. Newsies was all over the place after its initial Broadway run. I don't have the numbers for that. I'm just excited about Schmigadoon and its numbers. And its, basically unwavering choice of this is what we're doing. No matter how popular it is, it's going off in September. Tourism's down in September, winter, all that kind of thing. We're not taking the chance. We know what we're getting into. We know what our plans are. And this is our plan. So this musical will be available to you to do in your theater much quicker than other Broadway musicals, which I think is a good trend. They know that everyone will do it. It will be a hit. If you love musicals, if your audiences love musicals, if they love parody, it all goes together really well. And it could be a hit everywhere in the world for people who like musicals. And basically, that's every country in the world. So savvy, extremely savvy. Now, there's a bunch of other videos online about this. I recommend you watch Mickey Joe Theater. He is a critic in London, and he has a longer video about it. And he's basically announcing the same things and some other things about the performers and the choreographer, which is very important. So I just wanted to make a quick one to update you that this should be a trend that we go into in the future. Playing the long game so we don't rely on Broadway to make back all of our money. We don't rely on Broadway as something that most people can't afford. So if you miss the Broadway one, because of whatever price the tickets are, then it's coming to your original theater. It's going to tour. Tours, while major tours by professional companies, Broadway companies, however you want to call them, equity companies, while it's also being released to the general public, smart, very smart. They will recoup their funds. Have I said that? Because I'm just very proud of them. I think this is a good thing. All the pictures that are going past you are from the TV show, not the Kennedy Center short run. So I'm showing you these pictures also to show you the ethnicities of the people in the show. And this is very important. Make it a rainbow of colors. Make it a Benetton ad. Please do so. You have no excuse not to. Oh, I'm setting up a family. Well, not in this one. Anyone can be any race in any family in this musical. So you have no excuse to whitewash it, which I keep seeing happening in plays and musicals that shouldn't be whitewashed. So really try, look, find the talent, see who's out there. This is very important in any country that you're in. See who's out there that maybe you've overlooked because they didn't fit what you were doing. They didn't fit the stories that you chose wisely because they would sell tickets. Well, now this will sell tickets and you can cast anyone. Anyone that has talent, that is. So look far and wide. This is a guaranteed hit. All right, Schmigadoon. It's a good thing. We will talk again. Thanks for watching. Bye.